And welcome back to my channel. Unless you're new here, and then just welcome. My name is Rusty, and this is my channel where I talk about my favorite movies, mostly horror, and my favorite music, mostly metal. And so I don't get any further behind in these, we're going to kick off my April 2025 collection update. These are the movies that I have received during the month of April 2025. And this is actually pretty small compared to my normal videos. I didn't get a whole lot in the month of April. I had tuition and I had some computer stuff, computer parts. Got to keep these old rigs running. So I had to get some computer parts and tuition, and so, not quite as many. However, I was very happy with what I got, and we are going to begin first with non-boutiques. Well, actually, this is a boutique, if you think about it. It's a new one that I discovered. I was interested in this, and that is Massacre Video. When I got that movie, Hunt Her, Kill Her, which I loved very much, and I did a video on it. I went and looked at their site to see if they had any other thing interesting. This one interested me very much. Like the other one, it is a beautiful box for Massacre Video. This is called Beaten to Death. I was very, very interested in this movie. Little horror survival movie. There was also something interesting about it. I've always wanted the scene in Carrie where she crucifies her mother in the kitchen doorway. I've always wished that I had a widescreen poster of that, just poster size for the room. I don't know why, but that is such a haunting and visually stunning scene. And I've never seen anything like that until this. The back poster of this movie, I love that. I know it's gross. But, I thought to myself, man, if I had that poster for one side of the room and the poster of Carrie's mom on the other side of the room, I would really freak people out. But I absolutely love this very horrific poster. It reminds me of the crucifixion of Carrie's mom. And I would love to have both of these. So this was really cool. I wish the guys at Massacre had included that as an actual poster size thing, like a MVD Visual does. They have the little posters in each of their releases. That one would have been really cool. So yes, this is Beaten to Death from Massacre Video. I love the way they do their slip boxes to the side. They're also harder than the typical slip box. So I really, really loved Hunter Killer. And I think that I will really love this one as well. And I'm very, very glad I got it. So I grabbed that. This is a real interesting slice of American history or film history. This is Donald Pleasant and Mitch Gaylord. Now, if you don't know who Mitch Gaylord is, he is a very, very famous gymnast. He won a bunch of medals at the 1984 Olympics. And this is one of his stabs at movie. This is called American Rickshaw. Sergio Valente, or... Is that right? Yeah. And it is a weird supernatural horror movie, and it's got Donald Pleasant in it and Mitch Gaylord. So when I saw this, I was like, oh yeah, classic 80s weirdness. It's from some little company, I don't exactly know who. cauldron video. But yeah, it's supposed to be like super weird. But I remember Mitch Gaylord. I mean, I was a little tiny kid, but you know. This is the original Wormwood. I have Wormwood Apocalypse, and I had this on DVD. So this is an upgrade. When I finally got around to watching Wormwood, and I will be doing both of those in my next Zombie Fest, I fell in love with this movie so intensely. It was so good. It is such a great zombie film that I went looking to try to get it IFC, to try to get it on Blu-ray, and I found it, and I did, and I am very, very happy because I love Wormwood. Now, I just did a video of this. This is 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. I've watched this probably 6 or 7 times since I got it in April, hence it being in the April update. So yeah, I'm very, very happy to have that. Woody Harrelson, Sam Rockwell, Frances McDormand. Absolutely love this movie. Very glad to have it. This is a horror movie that interested me very, very much when I saw the trailer. It's from the creator of Inside, which that movie is not for me. But this one really is, and this is called The Soul Eater. And so I definitely jumped on it when I saw the trailer. I wanted it, and I have it, you know, like I wanted. This is an interesting movie called The Apology. The lovely Miss Carter told me about it, and so I got it. It was very, very interesting. It's a thriller, and very, very cool. Her daughter has been missing for a long time, and a friend of hers actually shows up one night in Christmas, and yeah, things go ugly. This is River's Edge. Every 80s collection should have this movie. This is Crispin Glover, who is so annoying in this movie, but yet at the same time very cool. It is absolutely, I mean, everything about this movie is so 80s. This stars Crispin Glover and Keanu Reeves. So this is one of his early movies. And yeah, if you've never heard of it, you really should check it out. River's Edge is definitely, it's also got Dennis Hopper in it. And there's definitely some familiar faces. River's Edge. It's about a guy who kills a girl, and his friends find out about it, and, you know, believe me, all of their moral compasses are very questionable. I saw this. This is Christina Ricci and Justin Long and Liam Neeson in a film called Afterlife. I had to have it I do love Justin Long, and I do love Liam Neeson. I went and watched the trailer. I was very, very interested in it based on the trailer. And yeah, so I'm very, very glad to have that for the Liam collection. Liam Neeson in a horror film. I upgraded my DVD, actually, is what I had. I had the DVD for Fury. I love Fury. I went looking for it after The Beast reminded me of this other tank movie. I had the DVD, and now I have the 4K and Blu-ray. There's the old DVD that I had. So yes, I jumped from DVD to 4K Blu-ray. Plus digital. This is Frank Grillo in Werewolves. A lot of people don't like this movie. I do like this movie. However, I am annoyed by all the flashing lens flare that they use in the movie. I don't really like lens flare too much. It can be overdone, and it is a little bit overdone. But otherwise, it's a good little movie for the Werewolf collection. So, I saw this. I really wanted this. This is a fraternity college horror film called Pledge. It's got a reversible cover. It's from IFC. Hard to get in. No one ever leaves. It's definitely one of those college horror films. Now, I've wanted this for quite a while. The trailer definitely moved me the first time that I saw it. It's been sitting on my wish list waiting for a good opportunity to get it. This is called Tethered. One of those backwoods horror movies about a strange creature in the woods and this blind boy who, just go watch the trailer. You'll see what I'm talking about. I am very, very, very glad to have gotten this, and boy did I pay for it. Continuing on to collect, all the VHS movies, I now have everything. Except for, this was the last one that I needed. I have everything but Viral, which I have no interest in Viral unless somebody gave it to me for $5. But as far as paying the full price, Viral is not very good. However, all of the others are, so I'm very glad to have topped off my collection. And now we're going to move on guess the camera did not like it until it got something to focus on. So now we're going to move on to some boutiques. More 80s goodness. Look at that. It is Charles Durning and Pam Grier. This is a home invasion horror film called Stand Alone. Boy, they sure did slim him up for the cover art. How nice of them. But yes, this is Charles Durning, whose face you should recognize. And of course, the absolutely phenomenal Pam Grier, of who I am a huge fan. And this is a movie about him, a guy who witnesses a crime at a guy comes, he's at his local coffee shop, little restaurant, when gang members come in, or this guy comes in, and then these gang members come in and blow him away. He witnesses it, and he knows who did it, and they convince him, the cops convince him to come for a lineup and all of that, but he doesn't want to get involved. He finally ends up getting involved, though, and the gang members come after him. Pam Grier is an attorney. And she's also a friend of his. She's known him for a long time. She tries to get him to stop, not to be involved, because she knows that very bad things will happen, and they end up doing. There ends up a huge showdown at his house where they come in and try to get rid of the witness. This is Scream Factory. And this is The House That Jack Built. Very, very difficult to watch. This is the director's cut. He is a complete psycho. So you have Matt Dillon and Bruno Gantz in The House That Jack Built. If you feel like screaming, you definitely should. So yes, we will be enjoying that when we can stomach it. Talk about Dexter on steroids, right? So yes, Matt Dillon's House That Jack Built. Very, very glad to finally have it in there. That is built into it. It is not a sticker, which annoys me. This is that new, I already have this on Blu-ray. I have the Olive Films remaster of Cujo. And I have the special edition DVD, which I'm keeping because of the special packaging. Then Kino Lorber did this, and boy, were people disappointed. They say it's not very good. It doesn't have very good, the 4K does not have very good reviews. The Blu-ray, of course, they say the new transfer looks wonderful. So it is a new transfer of their own, but the 4K is supposedly quite mediocre and not up to par, whereas the Blu-ray is. But they do say that it is sort of pretty much on par with Olive Films remaster. So, why did I get it then? Because it had a digital code. Or did it? I don't know. I can't remember. I got it because it is a new Blu-ray remaster, and they do say the Blu-ray remaster is very good. Yeah, Kino doesn't do digital. This is the core. Cheesy, I know. I love my disaster movies, and I fucking love The Cure. The Cure? Well, yeah, I love The Cure too. Great rock band, punk rock band. But this is the core. This is the Shout Select remaster of the core. So I already had it on DVD, so I upgraded to this new remaster, and I am quite thrilled. I absolutely love it. I always have loved the core. A lot of people call it their guilty pleasure, and I do. It's silly. It's unbelievable. It's, a lot of suspension of disbelief, but I absolutely love the characters. Absolutely love the characters, and it's just very exciting. I really love this movie. And this is the special edition of A Simple Plan. This is the new Arrow limited edition. It's got a beautiful booklet, an art card as usual, and a beautiful booklet, a brand new 4K scan on Blu-ray and 4K. Very, very glad to have it. I swear I would have dumped him, at the beginning of the movie. Talk about Sling Blade. He's not far from Sling Blade in this movie. He's that dumb. Bridget Fonda is great, and so, of course, is Bill Paxton. You know what I mean? So, it is a masterpiece. Probably come around in my next Masterpiece Spotlight series. Is A Simple Plan. The ending makes me absolutely sick. I would have divorced him. I would have took my chances, but I would have divorced him if he burnt up all that money. This is Kino Lorber, correct? Yes. This is Kino Lorber, another one of their remasters of the underwater classics. You got Leviathan and A Deep Star 6, and this is Below. 600 feet beneath the surface, terror runs deep. Familiar faces in this movie as well. I'm glad to add it to my underwater horror collection with Deep Star 6 and Leviathan and those goodies. So yeah. Save that for last. This is the new remaster of the Andromeda Strain. Now, I had this one, which is not very old. It's only from 2019 or something like that. But they did another remaster, a restoration of the Andromeda Strain. One of the scariest movies without a real big monster in it. No Jason, no Michael, just a little bacterial-sized monster that scares the absolute hell out of you. There's just something about the Andromeda Strain. It is a complete masterpiece. It's one of those movies that when it's over, you realize how tense, how good, how entertaining, how much anxiety you feel. And yet you can't really identify why you are so scared. But yet you are. So I just love this. And I'm very glad to have yet another release of it. It is a double dip. The Andromeda Strain. This is adding to my Criterion Collection. This is Mickey Rourke. And we have Matt Dillon yet again. We have The House That Jack Built, and now we have Rumblefish. One of the beautiful Brat Pack movies. It comes with its own poster of the beta fish, which is the only thing in color in this movie. I absolutely love Rumblefish. It's, one of the Brat Pack movies. And I have pretty much all the Brat Pack movies I want, from 16 Candles to Fast Times at Ridgemont High, and I plan on doing a huge festival one day of all of the Brat Pack movies that I have. Outsiders, Less Than Zero, you know, all of that. We're going to have fun. Or I will anyway. So this is Rumblefish with Mickey Rourke and Matt Dillon back when they were so young and pretty, right? Definitely another dip. And this is Tom Cruise. This is the new Arrow remaster of Legend. Now, I already have a special art collector's edition DVD. I then got another Blu-ray remaster of Legend. And now this is the third one. I now have a brand new restoration. This is Tom Cruise and Tim Curry in Legend. This one comes, of course, with the theatrical version, and it comes with the director's cut, which I really like the director's cut better, as usual. I always love the director's cuts better, most of the time. Still can't remember but one, and that was Mimic. Mira Sorvino's Mimic. Why Guillermo del Toro. Why the fuck he fucked up that movie with that director's cut is beyond me. He cut out some really cool scenes and put in shit that just was not necessary. But that's the only director's cut that I know of that I do not like. Better than the theatrical cut. So this, however, I do love the director's cut. This is the brand new, a Ridley Scott film. This is Tom Cruise and Tim Curry. I can't remember the girl's name. What's her name? Mia Sarah? Yeah. I just don't remember chicks' names as much. And yeah, very, very glad to have it. And finally, like I said, it's not my usual huge haul, but I got a lot of good stuff. We have the brand new Arrow remaster of The Cell. I got the limited edition of it. This is Jennifer Lopez and Vince Vaughn and Vincent D'Onofrio in The Cell. It's got it comes with the Blu-ray and an entire disc of special features. It has the typical, for the limited edition, it has this beautiful poster with both the original and the new artwork so that you can change which one you want. And it comes with this absolutely great book. I'm telling you, the visuals in The Cell are just, it's just something. The outfits that they wear, especially Jennifer, look at that. That's something out of like my game Atlantica. So, of course, as usual, you have this wonderful book full of all kinds of information on the filming and the cast and the directing and all that good stuff. There's three different, that's 1, 2, 3. There's 3 different cuts on this, in this limited edition. And that is the theatrical cut. It is also comes with the director's cut, which of course, yes, I like more. And it also comes with a special cut with a completely different color gradient scaling. So there is a different movie. It's the same movie, but it uses a completely different color palette, and I'm very interested to see that. It's supposed to make it look really, really different. And so yeah, 3 cuts of the movie, theatrical, director, and color shifted. So I'm interested to see that. And of course, The Cell is a masterpiece of psychological horror. And that does it. Like I said, it wasn't quite as usual, quite as big. And now I know there are people out there going right now going, really? That's more films than I buy in 3 months. Well, I understand, but if you've been around my channel and you've seen my update videos, I'm sure you will agree that was not quite as much as usual. Basically, you had 2 stacks. Instead of the usual 4 or 5. But as you can see, even though it wasn't as much as usual, it was what I wanted, and I got some really, really, really nice stuff, especially all the boutiques releases that I wanted. And so yeah, fun for me. Let me know if you have any of these. Did you pick up the new Cell, the new Legend, and the new Simple Plan? Beaten to Death. I want that as a poster. And I will see you in the next group of movies that I do. Love you, miss you, bye-bye. Always remember, never forget, you are a very, very special person. Even if you do not have as many films as I do. Yeah? I still love you. And there's lots of people I haven't caught up with. And one day, you can catch up with me. It's called a goal in life. Some of us really, this is ours. Music and movies is mine. And, yeah. So I will see you in the next thing I do. Bye-bye.